Why is it so cold in here? Like, the heat should be on. Like, good thing I wore like a warmer jacket. I just, I don't know. Feel a little chilled. Well, were there some heaters sitting there? You know, last time they had some heaters there before the heat was on, but maybe we got to put some supplemental heat in. Well, it's too late for today, but next time.
Are you cold today?
Yeah, you're not cold at all?
I'm fine. You're probably getting dressed.
Yeah, it could be from the door being open. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Hmm? Yeah. Moving to the high rent district from the tight row houses on a tiny little lot. From the sublime to the ridiculous. It's like, you do a doghouse, and then you do like this mansion, and then you do it's like from soup to nuts. Okay, should we start with Mishi? Like, it's late enough as it is. I don't know if she went that way or if she went that way. But yeah, maybe it's getting. I'm told because Sophie was saying maybe it's going to get in the Bradford front door or something. No, it's too late. Next time. Oh yeah. One backed out, and one has her assistant speaking for him. DUNBAR, and then Red Road. Okay, I'm gonna get started. Like, I'm just on the phone or something. Barb, you can mark her absent. I got to get going. It's late enough here. Okay, welcome back, everyone. We're now on to application number 2327 Dunbar. This is an application to alter the existing 2.5-story detached dwelling by constructing a front first-story bay window, a 2-story south side cantilevered addition, a southeast 1-story rear addition, a north side 3rd-story addition, and a rear yard raised garden bed over the existing below-grade parking area. That's one of the most complicated purpose of applications that I've had the pleasure to read. And there are, in association with that, 4 variances. We have supporting material, and we have both opposition and support. We have opposition from 30 Dunbar and 94 Glen Road, and they are both present to speak to this matter. So we have the agent David Smith, 401, to present this application. This application is subject to urban forestry condition number 2. So, Mr. Smith.
Good
Welcome,
evening,
welcome
Mr.
back.
Chair, members of committee. You'll be happy to know that we would like to request a deferral for this application so that we can further consult with the neighbors and at the request of the South Rosedale Residents Association. So hopefully that'll move things along for everybody a little bit.
Okay, that's helpful. We don't, I don't object to that. And this way, the genteel folks of Rosedale can hopefully work this out to a compromise that everyone can live with rather than having another contested application. So hopefully you can work it out, and you'll be back downtown when this matter gets eventually heard. So committee members, I guess, do we have to weigh in with the neighbors who are on the line? Just to confirm, provided they are still on the line and haven't just left it in your hands, Mr. Smith, is Patricia Claire Sellers or someone speaking on her behalf on the line?
Hi, yes, good evening. I'm Abina Morgan, representing my boss, Patricia Claire Sellers, who resides at 30 Dunbar Road. Unfortunately, she had to attend another board meeting, so
is she okay that this matter be deferred to continue to consult
Yes.
with the applicant and his agent?
That's perfect. She's
Awesome.
she'd be very happy to hear that, and she just wanted to the applicant to know that she wishes to negotiate the changes cooperatively.
Wonderful. Always like to hear that. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now Scott McEvoy at 94 Glen Road. Similarly,
Can you hear me?
yes.
Yeah, okay. Yes, my wife and I, we sent a letter to contest the application.
Yes.
And we are in agreement with the deferment and looking forward to working with the applicant to come to a negotiated agreement.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, committee members, on the matter of deferral for consultation with the neighbors. Can I have a motion?
Motion to defer item number 23, 27 Dunbar Road for consultation with the
Thank you,
neighbor.
Ms. Ruddick. Seconder, Ms. McCluskey.
I'll second.
All in favor? Okay, matter is deferred. Next
Thank you
application.
very much.
Thank you. Hope you work it out. Item number 24 is 240 Glenholme Avenue. And this is an application, just get to it here. An application to construct a rear one-story addition with a rooftop deck, a new rear yard deck, and to convert the basement into a secondary suite. There are 6 variances. Community planning is requesting an event of approval, screening on the deck, and that permeable pavers to be used in the driveway. And we have opposition from 295 Lauder, who's also present, representing Alexandra de Silva, representing parents. So and the agent is Edward Broder's agent. Mr. Broders.
I'm here.
Okay, so we have someone here with concerns or in opposition, and we have a letter from them, which I take it you've read. So what is it you're looking to do, a just little one-story addition? Perhaps we can hear from the neighbors and hear what their concerns are, and you can respond, if that's acceptable, to save some time.
Yes.
Okay. As well, you are okay with the conditions proposed by community planning?
Yes.
Okay, and it looks like there's something wrong with my computer here. The first one doesn't appear to be showing, but I think that's the screening on the deck, and then the driveway and walkway constructed of permeable pavers. So let's hear from Alexandre de Silva, representing parents. And we have a letter as well.
Yes, hello. My name is Alexander De Silva. I represent the owners of 295 Lauder Avenue.
Yep.
And as I outlined in my letter, our concern is the retaining wall and the chain link fence that separates our properties. We just want the condition added that if that's to go down, that a similar fence be built in the same spot with the same length, because that has separated our properties for, we've been here 46 years.
Okay, so let's hear
Um,
from the applicant if that's going to be affected. Your letter says the retaining wall between the properties has been present since we purchased the property 46 years ago. We request that our garden and parking lot remain as they have over the 46 years we have lived here. So let's hear if, have you had any discussions with the applicant about that? About the retention of the retaining wall?
No, we have not.
You have no
We
discussions?
got the letter November 3rd or 4th.
Okay,
and,
you haven't spoken to the neighbor
There
or
was
to
little
the...
time to respond.
Okay, so let's hear from Mr. Broders. Sir.
No problem with that. If we'll build a fence, we'll have a discussion about it.
Okay, so because you
By the
have their
way-
letter, did you receive their letter on file when you reviewed the file? Their letter-
No, I didn't.
Okay, their letter is not, I was
do-
gonna see, there's no date on the letter,
Okay.
but I'm not sure when they, but everything is sort of tight time schedules, but if you didn't check, you didn't see it. So that's their concern. And you're
Okay.
saying that it's not gonna be affected or it will be rebuilt?
No, I'm
Or-
saying we'll find a solution. So obviously I'll draw something up and we'll create a solution that's suitable for the neighbor and for my
And
client.
you have Mr. De Silva's, who's the son's, I guess representing his parents. You have his email or his contact information? And if not, if
I
you...
don't right now, but if I
Okay,
can,
so perhaps, I don't want to say it over, we're on YouTube, and if he's
Yes.
willing to give it, but perhaps you can convey that through Adam at the committee. He can
Okay.
get permission from Mr. De Silva to give you his phone number and email address, and vice
yeah,
versa.
done.
Okay, thank you. Okay, committee, so we have the one objection letter. We've heard from the neighbor, we've heard from the applicant in response. So we're left with this application and with the committee, the community planning proposed condition of approval. And any follow-up questions or a motion?
I'll move a motion. Variances requested are minor in nature, meet the 4 tests in the Planning Act, so I'll move for approval. Just looking, it looks like planning's asked for some screening around the deck, is that correct?
Yes, and
Yeah.
permeable pavers.
And permeable pavers. So subject to those 2 conditions.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Palmer.
I'll
for that
second.
motion. Ms. McCluskey, all in favor, unanimous approval. Thank you, sir. And Adam will exchange phone numbers for you. Okay, just to let committee know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 more hearing applications, but there's only 1 more contested matter, so we should be able to hopefully move along at a faster pace and get finished up. Item number 25 is 201 Emerson Avenue. This is unopposed. It's an application to construct a new 2-story rear addition, a new deck. There are 5 variances, 4 letters of support, nothing else. Good morning, good afternoon, Mr. Cow, Ronald Cow.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair and committee.
Good afternoon. I don't think
My
we
name
need
is,
a presentation from you unless there's something you'd like to add. I'll just see if committee members have any questions.
For item number 5, actually, we are not requesting for variance because we do have sufficient space at the back of the
Okay, so
property.
we can eliminate that variance.
Right.
Okay, so let's see, unless someone
And
has any
also I want
questions, and
to,
thanks for that,
add
we'll
to-
see if we can have a motion on this application. And there's no...
Sorry, can I add one more thing?
Sure.
We received 4 letters of support from the adjacent neighborhood.
Yes, I mentioned
And,
that, sir. I mentioned that.
yeah.
That's before us.
Yeah. Right.
They're attached and they're before us and they're on your form, and we have them here. So they're part of the package. 205, 203, 199,
199, yeah,
and
and
197.
197.
So,
Which variance is being eliminated?
sorry?
Number 5? Okay.
Yeah, number 5 has been been removed. So if someone else wants to make a motion,
I'll make a motion to approve this application with the amended elimination of Variance number 5 is respect to the parking spot. Find that the variances are minor in nature and consistent with the foretest.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Reddick, seconded for that. Ms. McCluskey, all in favor? Unanimous approval, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Item 26, we already deferred that, correct? Okay, so item number 27 is 18 Inglewood Drive. It's an application of rear two-story addition. There are 5 variances, 10 letters of support. It looks like someone did their might have a note here that someone did their homework because we got 10 letters of support, no conditions from city staff, or other letters of concern. So all we have are support letters and the materials submitted with the application. The agent is Mike De Oliveira. Is Mike with us?
Hi.
Hello, how
Hi,
are you?
yes I am. My name is Mike De Oliveira. I'm here representing 18 Inglewood Drive, and I'm from Replacement Design located at 911 Davenport Road.
Okay, and this is to convert the, sorry.
It's a rear two-story addition. We're essentially squaring off the back end of the home, and we're also doing some minor changes to the front porch.
Okay, just bear with me a second. Yeah, so I mentioned someone you have a lot of support and nothing else. So if committee members have any questions for you, or perhaps they're ready to weigh in with a motion if there's nothing else you'd like to add.
I'm willing to answer any questions you guys may
Yeah, we have 5 variances, front yard landscaping. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? We do have a lot of support.
I'll move to approve the application. Consider it minor in nature, meets the 4 tests. Good job consulting your neighbors.
Okay, and there's no conditions.
No conditions. Nope.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Reddick seconds that. All in favor? Unanimous approval. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dillon.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay, item number 28. Hold on. Is for 1-story addition and to convert the basement to a secondary suite for a total of 2 secondary suites, which requires a variance. So there's 6 variances. And community planning has a proposed condition of approval that the front basement walkout be screened with soft landscaping. And the agent for this application is Argentio Siska. No one else. I mean, that's the applicant, not the agent. Mr. Siska, are you there? You with us?
Yes, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, pretty straightforward application. No one here in objection. You're aware of the proposed condition from community planning?
Yes, I do. Yes, I am.
Okay, you're okay with that. Committee members, any questions for Mr. Siska, or are we ready for a motion?
Ready for motion? Move that we accept this application, find it to be minor in nature and consistent with the foretest.
And subject to the planning condition. Right, thank you. Ms. Roddick, seconded by Ms. McCluskey, all in favor? You have your approval unanimously. Thank you, Mr. Siska.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Good night. Okay, item number 29 is 1472 Queen Street West. It's an application for a 3-story rear addition with retail on the ground floor and 6 residential units on the 2nd and 3rd floors. There are 4 variances. We have revised zoning, renderings and plans with revisions and a cover letter. And the speaker for this is Shenzhou Zhang, agent, and as well 2 other individuals. I'm not sure if they live in the, one is someone at 25 Starcross Court, And the other person is 7030 Woodbine with office building, so that must be either is that the applicant? The
Yeah,
owner? Okay, perhaps we can hear from the agent as to who's who. So again, this is an application for the 3-story addition. Sorry, start over.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, good evening, Mr. Chair and committee members. My name is Shenshu Zhan, the architect and the applicant as the agent of the owners. So we have discussed the application with the committee staff. We totally have 4 variances. We delayed actually 2.5 of them. So the number one and the number 2, both about the setback. We increased the setback to 7.5 meters, compliant with both zoning bylaws, Toronto bylaw and the city bylaw. So that means.
Sorry,
sorry,
sir. Can I get? I just want to understand what you're saying. We have revised plans dated November the 10th.
Yes.
So you made some changes, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the number 1 and the 2 is eliminated.
Eliminated. 1 and 2.
So are there any changes to the variances, or the variances are correct on our notice?
No, the first 2 variances is deleted.
The first 2 variances are deleted?
Yeah.
So you don't need variance 1 and 2, the setback from the lot line of the lot abutting the lane.
Yes.
You don't need variances 1 and 2 anymore.
Correct.
Okay.
And then number 3, we need only the first half. So the first paragraph to remain that will permit 45-degree angular plane start from 7.5 meters. This one will remain. The second paragraph requires the 45-degree angular plane started at 10-meter height. This one we don't need.
So the middle part of variance 3, where it says section 8.3 part 2 C3 whatever, a building is to be within the 45-degree angular plane projected over the lot from an elevation of 10 meters above the average elevation of the ground at a distance of 7.5 meters from a lot in a residential district. You're saying you don't need that portion?
Yeah, I don't need that portion. And
So,
then
look, I'm trying to understand what you're saying. So what I just read, does that be taken out?
Yes.
Do we eliminate that part?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I need only the last sentence that alter the building where penetrate the 45 degrees angular plane. That refer to the first paragraph.
You understand? Barb?
So it's my understanding he's only asking for the variance from bylaw 569-2013 and that he's deleting the variance for the angular plane from bylaw 438-86.
Okay.
So
then what
then-
about the last part?
So then the last part will delete that because it will just be from the variance will stay the same. The altered building will penetrate the 45-degree angular plane, but it will only be from the new citywide bylaw, not the old City of Toronto bylaw.
So we don't have to keep the portion that says section 40.10,
Correct. We can delete
0.40, 0.7, bylaw 569, 2013. Does that have to stay and just take out the portion to the 86 bylaw?
No, we
Or
can
the whole
delete
thing
it
comes out?
because it's mentioned above.
I see, because it's redundant. Okay. And the parking is the same, correct, Mr. Zhang? No change to the
Yes.
parking. Okay. And the next question for you, who is Bin Ji and Yu Wang? Are those your clients or are those neighbors?
Yeah, they both are our clients. They just
Okay.
listen here.
Okay, so there's no one here to speak in against the application.
There's, oh, Yu Wang is.
They are both his clients. That's what I was wondering, and he's confirmed that those are. Adam, is that correct? They're okay. So Starcross Court is nowhere near this property. I've never heard of it. Okay, and we know Woodbine Avenue is on Markham. Okay, so we have no opposition. We've had Mr. Zhang, the agent, graciously go through the application and make a few changes. And that's what's before us. There's no conditions. So am I ready for a motion?
Sure, I'll move to approve the application, subject to the changes to the variances. Looks like part of 3 and 4.
Yeah, what he's just gone through, which
Yep.
the staff has taken down that. Okay, so motion for approval, seconded by Ms. Reddick. All in favor, unanimous approval. Okay, and next application is item number 30, 149 Boone Avenue. This is an application to construct a one-story rear addition, a two-story addition above the existing dwelling, and a third-story rear platform and a new rear deck. And there are 4 variances. We have nothing on this application. I don't believe we do. Let me just check again. No comments from city departments, no comments from area neighbors. And the speaker on this is Antonella Ferroni, the agent. Antonella?
Present. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
You're
can
the-
you hear me?
Yes, you're the agent on this application?
I am, yes.
Okay, so unopposed, unless there's something you'd like to add.
No, thank you.
We'll see if committee members have any questions for you. My question, are you related to Mario?
No.
No,
it's
okay,
spelled
because there's an
differently.
agent who
Yeah.
appears before us, the committee, an elderly
I know
gentleman.
him, yes.
Mario, and I thought maybe you're his daughter or something, so pinch
No,
hitting
no.
for him. Okay,
He
thank
passed,
you.
actually,
Okay.
yeah, but no, we're not related.
Okay, anyone else have any other questions for the agent? No opposition and no conditions. Am I gonna go home? Okay. I was gonna say that's. We only have a few more.
I'll move for approval. Variances requested are minor in nature and meet the 4 tests in the Planning Act.
Okay, thank you.
No conditions.
Seconded by Ms. McCluskey. All in favor? Okay, unanimous approval.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Right. Item number 31. Right. Let's go back. All right, I have to, I don't have that in front of me here. Is that the one you sent us, or it's the one that's
Yeah.
21?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 21. Yeah. Okay, this is an application for this to maintain the existing 2-story rear addition. One variance is, which is floor space index of 0.69 permitted to 0.98. So it looks like this was already built. And we have before us Nafisa Zangiabadi, the agent.
Yes.
Perhaps you can explain what happened here. We have comment from transportation.
Yes.
Unauthorized parking noted within the boulevard. This must be restored to soft landscaping. Do you see that staff report?
Yes.
That's all we have. So please
yes, and we
explain
have
to us what happened
contracted-
here. Why are we looking to legalize something that's already been built, it looks like?
Yeah, the application that we submitted was for an interior alteration. So we're not adding anything on the footprint of the building, but since the rear addition has been already built without a permit years ago, we were asked to legalize that at committee, and the GFA variance applied to this. That's why we're here at committee. And as for the transportation comment, we've contacted them and we've already have an application there that is under the process. So we agree to that. And that's it.
Okay, so your client bought the property like this? So did they build this without
Yes.
permits and
When they
without
bought it, it
approval,
was
or?
like this.
Sorry?
Yeah, when they bought it, it was like this.
Okay. How long ago did they buy it?
I think it's more than 15, 20 years.
Sorry?
I think it's more than 15 years.
Okay. And their lawyer didn't check and find out that there was something that was built there?
No,
illegally
they
when
were
they bought it?
surprised actually when we got the zoning notice.
Okay. Okay, committee members, we have approval of a addition that was already built here to legalize that. And we have no comment other than the transportation comments, and that would be a condition.
Is it not community planning?
Interestingly to know, no, that's from transportation.
Oh.
Question for you, ma'am. Do you know what the FSI was? I usually ask this before it was built, but you're going from 0.69 permitted to 0.98. Before I guess they wouldn't know if they didn't build it. I was going to ask what the FSI is before the two-story addition, because I guess it doesn't matter. So forget it.
Really?
I guess you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know because you're saying your client didn't build it, so. Okay, so we're ready for a motion.
I'll move for approval. Variances requested are minor in nature. Meet the 4 tests in the Planning Act, subject to the transportation condition of restoring the illegal parking pad to landscaping.
Thank you, Mr. Palmer. Seconder for that motion. Ms. McCluskey, your hand up first. All in favor, unanimous. Okay, you have your approval. Okay, next application is 229 GEARY Avenue. This is for an outdoor patio on the north side of the existing restaurant. There are 4 variances and 10 letters of support. The agent is Joel Leon. Mr. Leon?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Okay, GEARY's a very eclectic, interesting street full of restaurants and car uses and all kinds of interesting stuff. And it looks like you have a lot of support for this from the community. Sir, do you see the community planning condition requested that they want the front yard being constructed of permeable pavers? I assume that's not a problem?
Yes, we saw the request. That is not a problem. That was our intention anyway, to increase the softscape in that area.
Okay, and looks like you have 10 letters of support from either customers or neighbors and or both. Strong support.
Correct.
Okay, good to see. Committee members, any questions for the agent, or are we ready for a motion? And again, this is not time limited. There's no time limit on this patio. So we have 10 letters of support, we have a covering letter, and that's all we have.
I'm prepared to move a motion to accept this application. I find it to be minor in nature and consistent with the 4 tests, and a lovely addition to the neighborhood, I might add as well.
Great,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Ms. Reddick, seconder for the motion.
I'll second.
Busby,
Love your pizza.
All in favor? Okay, you have your approval unanimously. Thank you.
I literally got
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Yeah.
You too. Okay, our last application of the evening is item number 33.
Good afternoon.
23 Havelock Street. It's an application to, I can't read my writing. Urban forestry condition number 1, and let me just open up the application because I can't read my own notes this time of night. The purpose of the application is alter the existing 3-story semi-detached dwelling by raising the existing 3rd floor. Third floor story dormer, constructing rear decks at the ground, 2nd and 3rd floor levels, and by creating a secondary suite. And there are 4 variances. And we have supporting materials from the applicant. And the agent is Sava Miokovic, who we spoke to earlier today sometime.
Yeah, that's me. Thanks.
Okay. Welcome. You have the honor of being the last application of the day. So very straightforward. Would you like anything you'd like to add? Or just let's see if committee members have any questions for you. So you're raising the dormers. So there's going to be, what about the upper decks? Is there going to be screening on that, or community planning isn't asking for that?
The latter, actually, community planning hasn't requested any type of screening. I will note that we've consulted both immediate neighbors, both the one with the shared party wall and our neighbor on the opposite side, and neither has had any issues with our proposal.
Okay. Okay, let's see if anyone has any questions for you, or if someone's ready to bring a motion. And again, urban forestry 1, otherwise no other conditions. And we have your presentation, your supporting materials, your area map, and your photographs of properties on Havelock, Rusholme.
Right, yeah, because it is an interior alteration, but it still triggered a few minor variances, so we thought we'd just dig up some precedents in the neighborhood. And we think, the additional secondary suite will be advantageous, for the
affordable housing,
housing shortage in the city, and its location to kind of proximity to downtown Toronto as well.
For sure. Okay.
I'll move to approve. Consider this minor and desirable, meets the 4 tests, subject to urban forestry condition number 1.
Thank you, Ms. McCluskey.
No problem.
Seconded by Mr. Palmer. All in favor? Unanimous approval. Thank you, Mr. Mikovic.
Thank you, and if you don't mind, quick shout out to my daughter on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, have a good evening, everybody.
Can't see you.
You have to say her name.
Oh, that'd be Noelle.
Okay.
All right, thank you so
Well,
much. Have a good evening. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks.
When we're eventually back live, he can wave. So, okay, and we are stand adjourned at 6:10. Made up some time. Thank you. Yeah.